After we got a dope collaboration from arguably the hottest rookie, which is Central C, and probably the most consistent rapper and all-round entertainer in the UK scene, Dave. Little do we know that we were about to receive a treat with a young EP from the hottest guys in the UK rap scene. I mean, I didn't know, maybe some of you guys knew. However, yes, following their hit song, Sprinter, Dave and Central C decided to spoil the audience with a 4-pack EP. So now your boy, which is me, decided to make a young review of the project, man. So let's get into it. The EP named Split Decision consists of 4 tracks with a runtime of 16 minutes and 23 seconds, with production credits coming from Santa and Dave himself, to Joe Caleb, Johnny Leslie, Kamo Kamal, and Kyle Evans. So since I didn't actually do an official reaction or review for the song Sprinter, I will get into it as the first song since it was the first official single. So yeah, let me get into it, man. So Dave and Central C dropped their first song from the EP titled Sprinter, which is named after a Ferrari Sprinter. This smash hit, produced by Joe Caleb and Johnny Leslie, is a song that explores themes of riches, fame, and the perks that comes with being young, rich, and famous. In this record, Central C opens it up with him chilling with his day ones, having some fun and being unruly in a 5-star hotel, smoking some cigarettes and doing codeine, which is a typical rapper lifestyle, right? Following those events, Central C addresses being with insecure women that mimic female celebrities such as Kim Kardashian in order to feel beautiful and fit in with the lifestyle of the rich and famous on Instagram. Dave and Central C show their chemistry and they trade bars on the hook, and the pair basically keep the same energy as they exchange bars on the verse, as well as they take a dump on their fellow peers in the rap game that are doing badly, with lines that go, "Who did what we doing with rap? Man couldn't sell out his show after all them years off the cap." Which, by the way, sounds and feels like a line that's directed to someone specific, So hit the comment section if you guys know who he's talking about, right? Dave closes the song with a fire verse as his wordplay addresses the differences between UK English and American English when he spits. "Fire for a wife beater, can't rock with that, I ain't wearing a vest." For those that don't know, a vest is essentially a sleeveless top, but in America it's called a wife beater, right? So those are the differences, And then it's like, wait, who actually decided to name it a wife beater in America? That's kind of strange, Nonetheless, he further connects the idea of sexuality and psychological damage caused by abuse when he spits, "Men have to send her to therapy, she got Ika bra a lot on her chest." That's kind of fire. I found it very, very interesting, man. So I think Dave had a very, very strong role in this EP, And this song, man, is no doubt a great way to draw in the audience and pay attention to what they're about to drop, and essentially what they dropped, in the scope of the EP. I mean, it's a great way to keep the balance between feeding the fans, introspective bars, and still entertain and hype the fans up, Now let's talk about the opening song of the EP, Trojan Horse, a song produced by Dave himself. Now, Dave, on the opening lines of the song, takes the audience through his dark psychology as he instantly tackles themes of trauma, coming from a rough background when he spits the lines, "I'm feeling villainous, young G's stupid, but they ain't idiots. It's scary, trapped, insidious. How do you expect us to know love, And then he further goes on to say, "I hit the freak, she puts me in cuffs, it triggers my trauma, I tell her to stop." Which is kind of ironic and sad, because in order for him to make it out of where he comes from, he had to be a little villainous, right? To get the money and to feed his family. However, as we know, the streets is not without its cons, as the enemies, which is the police as well as the ops, you get in that life, lead to traumatic events that stay with you, even when you manage to live that lifestyle, man. If you're lucky enough to not end up in jail, or even worse, death. Now, the upbeat tempo may blind the audience from the little intricate details that talk about trauma in the lyrics, right? So make sure you actually peep, and actually get to study the lyrics, man. I mean, there might be small nuggets some people might miss, Nevertheless, Central C jumps on the hook to emphasize some of the street life activities where he says, "We ain't doing no irrational get backs. We creep up clean when they least expect it," which also connects to the name of the song, the Trojan Horse, which was a wooden horse used by the Greeks during the Trojan War to enter the city of Troy and win the war unexpectedly. So it essentially is a similar philosophy of creeping up on your enemies when they least expect, Now, as much as the song is deep here and there, it also has nice, clever lines that reference the pros and cons of the rap lifestyle in a clever lyrical form, as Dave goes on to spit, "That girl looked like scissor to me. How you mad that I cut you off when you basically handed the scissors to me?" I just find the connection of her looking like scissor and her giving him the reason, which is slash scissors, to cut her off, as clever wordplay, man. I just messed with it heavy. Now, Dave further connects the theme of the song with sexual references as he says, "Give her the Trojan, give her the Trojan horse, I feel like Troy." Now, obviously, I mean, you get it, right? And then there are a couple of other nice, clever lyrics in this song, but in order to keep the video as short as possible, I'll just keep past it. I'm sure some of you may feel like, yo, I left out the best parts or your favorites, but I just want to keep this short, and hopefully it's gonna be under like 8 minutes or something. And then on track 3, Our 25th Birthday, which crazy enough, Dave and Central Cee, they share, same, okay, well, actually they're a day apart. I think Central Cee is on the 4th of June, and then Dave is on the 5th of June, which is kind of dope because they are both 25 and they basically within the same day, just separated by a couple of hours, which is kind of dope. And the name of it, Our 25th Birthday, is also like a good suit for this type of song. So this song is undoubtedly the most introspective on this EP, with the smooth production by Kamal, as well as the hook, very cynical hook, and as well as the vocal chops, man. They provide the perfect alley-oop for both Dave and Cinch to basically express themselves, right? It opens up with Central Cee talking about how his mother kicked him out of the house because he had conflict with his stepfather. Central Cee also further expresses regret and seeks atonement as he spits bars of how he wants to finish university and get a degree as a form of an apology for all the times he was disobedient. Central Cee also goes on to own up to the idea of being a typical rapper that lives their lifestyle of getting money and having multiple women as a result of money and fame. Now the hook by Kamal is very mellow, sad, and cynical, as I've said before. The chorus, sees the smooth and soothing vocals by Kamal spitting pessimistic lines. I mean, I found it quite, it was sort of like the Weekendish angelic voice with a lot of pain, so it was kind of like dope. That contrast, I still find it very, it's very sad, even though it makes very good music. It's very, very sad. However, Dave also goes on to add into the song as he addresses poverty, right? When he spits, "I tell a nigga cut the cloud chasing, been broke, I can feel that. Mommy had to squeeze into the flats like she was borrowing some shoes and her heel snapped." Damn, that's kind of crazy. It hits deep, man. I mean, this sounds, let me just say pause a bit. I mean, I know what I'm trying to say, but I know how it sounds and comes across. So I'll just say pause, but yeah. So Dave further goes on to address the changes he had to make, such as the loss of friends, as he cleverly spits. "Took a loss, had to drop tears, made it all back and hit the top tier. For 8 years, Good Morning Britain, I had to change peers." Which is fire, as he also makes the obvious reference to Piers Morgan, who was the co-host of the Good Morning America, or Good Morning Britain, pardon me. Now, the soothing vocal chops as a sample provides this dope support for the rappers as they celebrate their birthdays just one day apart by looking at their lives in retrospect, and how far they've come 25 years later. Now, the last track on this is called UK Rap, produced by Kyle Evans, is a nice sum up of the project as they conceptually wrap up and emphasize the theme of the album, or rather the EP. The chemistry between the two is amazing, and the fact that they are both the same age, having their birthdays only one day apart, is a dope way to see these young rappers address the pros and cons of being successful rappers at a young age, and also being kind of like vanilla and chocolate, black and white. But I rest my case. All in all, man, I enjoy this project a lot. It serves as a nice way to prepare the fans of whatever projects they are currently working on. I do, however, feel like Dave outshines Central Cee. That's just my own opinion. Maybe it's because I'm biased. I mess with Dave a bit more. But yeah, I feel like Central Cee did his thing, but the only thing I will give, Central Cee, he had a nice line, that I think is my favorite line. He says, "I'm in Cape Town, roof down, playing on my piano. Dave got 9 in the Sprinter, I'm trying to pack the Viano." Now, Cape Town, if you guys don't know, is where I'm from. Amapiano is the music that resides, or actually came about, in my country. And then also the Viano is sort of like a car that's trending in South Africa, which is also called a fucking car. But however, man, I do feel like these guys have a lot of chemistry, and I think that it makes sense for them to make this young EP together. I enjoyed it thoroughly. The hit songs, the deep lines, the dope wordplay, the rhyme scheme, everything about it is just good, and it's not too much. It's just saying, look, here's some nice music, just enjoy it and see where we are currently. And it serves as a dope way to just feed the fans as a gift for their birthdays, so shout out to them. And to rate it, I would just rate it an 8 out of 10, simply because it's a good project, but I don't know how it will age, and I don't know how the replay value will feel, in I don't know how the replay value will be in time. So currently, I would just say I give it an 8 out of 10, simply because I want to see if it's gonna last, in terms of, am I really gonna go back to it and listen to it, and then I might come back and give it 10 out of 10 if I feel like I did enjoy it that much. But if it happens that it's just nice for the moment, I'll come back and maybe deduct a couple of points. However, man, it's your boy Kimo CBT. If you are new to the channel, I do commentary videos where I address a couple of music business type of situations in the music industry, which I'll be primarily focusing on South Africa, Africa, as well as the UK, so make sure you stick around. And also I will be doing, project reviews if you guys are down for that. If you are new to this channel and you really rock with those type of situations, I could actually do the UK stuff as well, because I feel like I can do that. But the only difference is I can't really see what's trending and what's happening. So if you guys really want me to do that, you can just tag me in situations that are happening. That's fairly based on music business. I enjoy the music side, or the business side of music. So yeah, please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And sometime soon I will leave the link, or not even the link, well, the link and also the handle to my Instagram, so you guys may just speak to me whenever you guys feel like, yo, there's something interesting going on in the UK, West Africa, South Africa, wherever the case may be. I might even dabble into the American side if you guys want me to talk about those situations. But yeah, it's your boy Kimo CBT. I am gone, gang. Peace.